help in class because you're getting stuck on things, that's you need to come in for more time, in the morning too, okay? Just because you're not in my room in more time in the morning doesn't mean you can't come ask me stuff, okay? So please, I'm really not that busy in the morning. The grade 11s, I'm with them and they don't really ask me much questions, but so you can have me like lots, okay? So, okay, now, please listen. I'm ready to start now. So look at your periodic table. There's a little box. Please listen, this is very important. So there's a box kind of in the middle above your periodic table. Do you see what it's called? Table of polyatomic ions. Okay, so this is a special box where it shows us all of these weird ions, and they're called polyatomic. So let's look at them. They're in alphabetical order. So there's acetate, ammonium, benzoate, borate, carbonate, etc. Okay? A couple of them are positive. Well, actually, which one is positive? Ammonium. That's the only one. Everything else is what? Negative. Okay? So, we're going to learn how to use these now. Now, often when students get confused and they're like, I can't find it on my table. Well, did you check here? Okay, often if you can't find it in your elements, you got to check up here. So, what is a polyatomic ion? These are ions which consist of two or more different atoms joined together by covalent bonds. Sorry, I ran out of room. I don't know if you guys did. Now, I haven't taught you about covalent bonds yet. So you can just kind of put the idea of covalent bonds kind of on the back burner, and I'll explain it to you a different day, okay? But it's like these ions, inside these ions, this polyatomic ion, they're all kind of sharing electrons and holding together. But all you have to really know for now is that they are a group of atoms with a charge, okay? As a group, the bonded atoms have either a positive or a negative charge. So, to remind yourself, you find these in small box above periodic table. Now, how do we name these? Because they're a little bit different. Well, you name cation as usual, and you name anion as usual, but don't add IDE. You don't change the ending. So whatever the word is in the table, that's the word that you keep. So you don't change the endings. Now, when you write out the formulas though, you need to have brackets around the polyatomic ion if more than one are found in the chemical formula. And I'll show you what that means. Okay, so some examples. So what if I told you to go tell me what sodium sulfate was? So whenever we're doing our compounds, we write out our ions just like before. So sodium is Na plus. What is sulfate? So we need to look, it's not sulfide, it's sulfate. So go ahead, Marcus.
SO4 2.
Yeah, SO4 2 minus. So now you crisscross just like before. Okay? You crisscross, but it's this number comes all the way down here, and this number comes down here. So it's just the number 1. Right? So then we end up with Na2SO4.
Would it be 4 or 5, I mean?
What?
Would it be 5?
Why?
You said that plus is 1.
But it's like saying SO4 1, that I have one atom, or like one group of SO4. So it's like I brought the 1 down, but I don't have to write the 1 because it's implied.
So the SO4 doesn't have to be a bracket?
Because there's only 1, I don't have to. I'll show you an example of where you do have to put it in brackets. So let's try one. Are you ready for another one? Go ahead.
Do I have to simplify it?
This one?
Yeah.
No. So what would I simplify? Oh, you're looking at the 2 and the 4.
Yeah.
No, because this 4 applies to just the oxygen. So I can't, and this oxygen is a part of this whole thing. Yeah. So no simplifying for that. Does that make sense why though?
Yeah, because it's more than one element.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, I'll show you another kind of example where we do have to put it in brackets. So let's have calcium chlorate. So calcium, Ca2+. Now let's look for chlorate. So that's not chloride, chlorate, yeah?
It's
Cl, yeah.
CL03.
O3
Negative.
negative, yeah. Okay, so now I crisscross, but when I crisscross, this 2 applies to the whole thing. And this 1 applies to the calcium.
Is that an L or
An L. It's an L.
Oh.
So now I'm going to have Ca bracket ClO3 close bracket 2. Because the 2 applied to the whole thing. So when you crisscross, you got to look at the whole thing.
Does it apply to the calcium too?
Well, yes, but there was only 1, right? There was this chlorate, its charge was -1. So we bring the 1 down here, but we don't have to write the number 1. I could write the number 1 there, but we don't. Okay, let's try going the other way. So
We have some tried these ones. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
yeah. So when you're figuring out the name, please, please, please write out the ion. I've said this about 7 times today, and still when I go around, some of you aren't writing out your ions. So please, please, please write out your ions no matter which way you're going, if either you're writing the name or you're writing the compound. So Li, what's its ion charge? Always. Li, lithium, is 1. And carbon, so what's this? Well, I can't have just a carbon and an oxygen. Okay, this must be a polyatomic ion then. What polyatomic ion is it? Carbonate, yeah. So you go and you find it. So it's CO3, 2 minus. So because in this course, we don't put like 3 things together. We only have ever 2 ions. So we have the calcium, or the lithium, and the carbonate ion. So this is now called the lithium carbonate. So I don't change the ending, just whatever is in the box, that's the name. Lithium carbonate. Okay, want to try the next one? So what is K? Potassium, it's +1. What's ClO, whatever, like, where's that at? Can I find ClO2? Chloride, yeah, okay, so ClO2 minus. So now this is potassium chloride. Okay. Okay, let's try another one. So calcium, Ca2+, SO4. Can you find it? SO4 sulfate, what's its charge? 2 minus, good. So that's calcium sulfate. Last example, so Ba, barium, so Ba2+, NO2, nitrite, NO2, yeah, nitrite, so NO2 minus. So this is barium nitrite. So what I want you to do now is do the next questions on your page, and then we can also do workbook page 6, but just for homework is just the 1 page in your notes. Okay? Yeah, just that 1 page. And then tomorrow we'll do workbook page 6. Now, yeah, so just go ahead.